420. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. There we go. There we go. We're only 2 hours late today. Not too bad, all things considered. Technical and canine difficulties aside. Havoc would like to say hello. Say hello, Havoc. Oh, he's a good boy. How's everybody doing today? How's your Tuesday? Sorry, I got distracted by a call for artists. We're on the lookout for skilled artists to join us on upcoming projects. If you're interested in freelance opportunities and have a strong portfolio, we'd love to see your work. Well, I'll have to send in my portfolio here soon. God, I'm so tempted to turn my stream into a current events talking point at the beginning, because like, damn, Zuck bent the knee today. If you didn't see it, I have a large presence on, not a large presence, but my biggest presence is on Facebook, because it has been the social media platform I have been on the longest, and I have curated it well. But he absolutely bent the knee and bootlicked the incoming administration today. They're doing away with fact checking, doing away with guardrails on hate speech. Just more bad news to accompany the incoming administration. It is unfortunate the way the internet is being enshittified. It really sucks. Kind of like YouTube Studio. Like, what's going on, YouTube Studio? Show me my stream. Oh, there we go. No? Connecting? Connect. And show me this. There we go. Now we're back. So yeah, just that's on top of the California fires that are happening right now too. Palisades burning. Just hard to focus on art sometimes with everything going on. But alas, we have work to do and sketch cards to work on. So let's get to it. I'm gonna work on some alien sketch cards today. I think that's the move. And with that, I think we're getting ready. Hey, what's up, J Jack? How's it going? How is it going? Hey, thank you for the sub. I appreciate you giving me your money instead of letting Jeff Bezos have it all. Are you all prepped for the storm? Are you ready for Snowpocalypse 2025? I know I am. At least as prepared as we can be. Hopefully it won't be bad. But ERCOT sucks, so you never know. Up here it's going to be closer to Icepocalypse. That's fair. I think they're calling for a mix here. And of course, you know, we won't know how bad it is till the day. So. Oh God, yeah. Well, yeah, I'm in Dallas. I don't think Texans in general can drive. You know, period. Figuring out the sweet spot for where I need this camera. I feel like it's like right about there. Yeah. Well, it's hard when I'm working this small. I can't. I've got to position it in very particular ways to make these tiny ass marks on this tiny ass paper. Actually practicing for a sketch card gig that I'm going to be working on this year. I've got some, I'm going to have some X-Files sketch cards to produce officially. So that'll be fun. But I got to work tiny, so we are practicing making tiny marks. is kind of hard. I'm used to working digitally, right? Where like size doesn't really matter. You just zoom the fuck in. So what you can't see is that I'm sitting here with my Walgreens readers so that I can really see what I'm doing. Part of this experiment is actually figuring out if I can do this without glasses or if I actually need them. Because quite frankly, I feel like the more I use them, the more I need them, and that scares me. But I'm also probably lucky that I'm in my 40s and I'm just now needing glasses as an artist, so probably a good thing. Trial and error is the only trial and error is the only way to go. Don't want to be dependent where you don't have to be. Exactly. Exactly. Although I will say wearing the glasses, like, I spend a lot less time and effort focusing, and can definitely put that effort back into the card. So I might end up doing it just for that reason. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Part of me thinks it's a mind over matter thing sometimes, because the body's weird like that. I also need to focus and pay attention on how it changes my style, if at all, because I can use much smaller tools with my glasses, that's for sure. Get shit that looks like that if it'll focus. Come on, focus, focus, focus. That's tiny, right? Look at how tiny that is. Come back. I'm also going to have to break out my airbrush at some point, which should be fun. Super tempted to do it on stream, but also super scared too, because I haven't used an airbrush in a hot minute, and it could be a disaster. In my Palpatine voice, do it. Do it. I may. I think at the very least I should prep it and make sure it works before I get it out on stream. Which is pretty, you know, I mean, that's bare minimum, honestly, when you think about it. But yeah, I think that'll probably happen soon. As in maybe on the Thursday stream. Like, how damn creepy are you, but also what a hell of a design. Designs in the universe never fails to simultaneously remanifest me. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Giger tapped into some shit, man. It's because it's so phallic. One of the reasons, at least. It's very rapey. For lack of a better term. Can I even say that on social media anymore? Jeez. It's true, though. Very phallic, very rapey, which I think in the first movie makes it even better that it you know, it hosts in a man. I think that's one of the reasons it was so scary to a lot of people, quite frankly. This pen has seen better days. Definitely need to work on it. It is the right term. Man, I just had this conversation the other day with Mage about how sad it is how everybody self-censors nowadays because of social media. Especially when it comes to, you know, like creepy or gross or, you know, true crime, that kind of stuff. So many words you're not supposed to say.
Like, I can't with people who say unalive. I can't do it. Yeah. I like that thick outline. I can't help it. I can't help it. I like my super thick, chunky outlines. Just looks so good. Yeah. Not mad about that at all. All right, I'm gonna stare at that for 1 second. I dig it. Makes it stand out more from the background. Exactly. Which I'm also going to ink. So yeah, let me stare at that for a second. Let my eyes rest, and we're gonna do the background without glasses and see what happens. I also need to top off my coffee, so I'll be right back.
All right, coffee is topped. Lay down, Mama. I didn't realize I was unmuted that whole time. I was in there messing with the vacuum cleaner. I've got just like an abstract, or just like an abstract hive behind him. I think I might do an egg. I'm not sure. Actually, it's kind of what I got to think about, because I'm like, all right, I got to work smarter, not harder on these guys. So what should the backgrounds be? Because my X-Files backgrounds are going to be very intentional. So I'm not sure. Part of me wants to just call this one good and do the background in either marker or airbrush. Interesting. Also, I need a remote control for my Stream Deck. Is that a thing they make? Can I control my Stream Deck from my phone? Because that would make my life a whole lot easier if I could. Let's find out real quick, shall we? Wait, what's up? Allow Stream Deck to find devices on your network. I'll let you once. Available computers. Yep, that's me. Verify on Warrig. Oh, cool. All right. I can trust it over here. Let's trust it. Holy spoopy. Did that work? I think that worked. Oh, it's on lockdown. I see. What's this? Get more keys. Upgrade to Pro. Well, I only need the one. That's... Ooh, can I program? Oh, all right. I can program one. All right. So let's see if we can just copy this button over, because I got one button. I just got one button I need on my phone, baby. Oh, I think it works. Let's test it. I do believe it works. Ah, beautiful. Cool. I'll program some other stuff in there later. That's dope. Yeah, check it out. Look, boom. Mobile Stream Deck. This is, so I have a programmable button here because I am very particular. So when I'm talking to you, the output on my computer speakers is muted. And it's muted because I listen to music in the background, but I cannot listen to headphones. Me and headphones don't get along. It's a sensory thing. So you guys have synthwave playing that I can't hear all the time. When I'm quote unquote live, my mic is live and my music is off. But when I press this, it will mute my mic and turn on my music, which keeps me from getting copyright strikes, like so. Oh, and hey, look, now we're back, and I can talk to you guys like nothing happened. Ah, beautiful. All right, that makes Daddy happy. I can't look at my chat at the same time, but whatever. Yeah, it's super snazzy. I'm a nerd. I do lots of nerd shit in my spare time. And getting really, really crazy with my Stream Deck setups and such is a big part of that. All right, back to your chats and this alien. The issue is I didn't really think too much about what this background was going to be before I made my red lines, so, you know, I'm not even sure what'll work. Here's what we're going to try to do. We're going to try to do some fuzzy eggs, so like some out of focus eggs in the background here. I think that's a good thing we can try. Super simple. And then we'll just fade that into like an abstract hive thing up at the top. Yeah, I basically have to
get super comfortable with going from black and white, which is normally what I do, to full color traditional. All traditional, no digital. So we dig the eggs thingy. Yeah, we get some eggs in there, baby. I don't have a breeding kink. You have a breeding kink. I think that's another reason why the xenomorph is so feared / respected. Taps into our caveman minds. Yeah, you're dead. I said it. I said it. Hey, this channel is 18 and up. This is for adults here. Sometimes we do adult topics. But mostly because I make adult jokes. Clutches pearls. That's a good one. I just got to get back into the mixed media mindset that I used to work in. It'll come back to me. That's why I'm practicing. We'll be honest, I wish my wish these sketch cards had a little more tooth to them. I don't know what the X-Files cards are going to be like, but yeah. I also need to get in the habit of drawing to the border. I usually stop. But that is another part of this process I want to change. I want the art to go all the way to the edge. Like so. Are you doing them like trading cards are literally just small prints? They will be this size, so they'll be sketch card size, trading card size, and like they'll be just like this. They'll be physical, completely physical. You know, but they'll be from Upper Deck because they have the X-Files license. So. Yeah, I didn't think I'd ever do sketch card gigs again, but it dovetails nicely with a few goals I have for this year, so I tried to get sketch card gigs and I got one. So like one thing is I want to do more mixed media, and I want to have reasons to do things in color and to do things traditionally and to use my airbrush and those kinds of things. I also want to work on some fan art properties for the for the glory, you know? And I just want to do more art that can be seen. So it works all those things. It's fan art, it's a gig, it pays, forces me to use new methods and ideas, and it'll actually see print. So good stuff all around. It's me trying to be intentional with my 2025 is what it is. Really trying to get everything I can out of it, you know? As I should. Time is limited. See, you get it. Time is limited. Offer expires while you wait. Call now. Operators are standing by. If you get that reference, I will send you a free print. Kind of the OG infomercials, but it's more specific than that. All right, we'll see if I can turn this background into something. All right, I need a dirty pencil. There we go. Give me a dirty pencil, and I need a pencil sharpener. Somewhere there's a pencil sharpener. Where in this madness? Should have been a little guy. Oh, you didn't guess it. It's okay. It's from the OG Transformers movie, actually. It's Wreck-Gar's little speech that I have memorized since I was like 8, because I'm not autistic or anything. Palm to face, yeah. Like, it's Wreck-Gar, come on. All right. Now we're gonna do a pencil layer. See how that works. I guess another pencil layer would be the way to put it. I got in an actual argument like a week ago because I said Ironhide should have been the next instead of. I mean, you're not wrong. You can make the argument that a lot of them should have been the next prime before Hot Rod. It definitely shouldn't have been Ultra Magnus, that's for sure. I mean, if you would have asked, like, 9-year-old me who it should have been Jazz. No, not Jazz. Shit. Wheeljack. It should have been Wheeljack, not Jazz. My bad. Getting my Transformers confused. Should have been Wheeljack. He was one of my favorites as a kid. Just because his design was so cool. Yeah, I see your oh no. I corrected myself. I did like Jazz in the Rise of the Beast movie, I guess that's what it was. He was like the only decent part of that movie. I think the entirety of the fan base groaned when we heard Rodimus Prime. Man, I didn't know any better. I was a little kid. I thought it was weird. But it wasn't weird because it was Rodimus. It was just weird because they fucking killed Optimus. Scarred me for life. And now I know what death is. Thanks, guys. Yeah, anyone but Hot Rod. I mean, you think it'd be Cup. Like, he's the oldest. Seen a bunch of war. He knows what's up. He knows what to do and what not to do. Yeah, Cup would have made a good leader. Hell, Bumblebee would have made a better leader back then than Rodimus. I have lost my mechanical eraser. Damn it. There we go. Major Bon is in the house. What's up, Bonnie? Welcome, welcome. You're here just in time for us to be Transformers nerds. I almost said Star Wars nerds. What's up to you, Bonnie? How's your day going? My cam is struggling to focus. Yeah, it happens. Oh, actually, that gives me an idea. I might need to change my focus type. Let's see. Can I change it while it's running? I cannot. Here, give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Let's see. How do I make this work? No, I've got to turn off the source. Let's see. Can I do that? Okay, we're back. I don't know if that fixed it. This camera has
has some advanced settings, but I don't think I can. I don't think I can change them while I'm live. But it basically has an active versus passive auto zoom. So, and you got to check it. You gotta make sure it's active, because passive doesn't really work. Yeah, we'll see if it stays that way. It looks okay now until I put my hands in the thing, but it could be worse. So. Cool, let me know if it wigs out again and I'll act appropriately. Sometimes it helps if you just get it to focus in a different spot. And then, boop. Maybe not. Yep. It's definitely got that passive zoom going on. I'm sure it's just something I forgot to set when I set up the new computer. So. And then there's just countless eggs back here. And you could probably count them, but I'm going to call them countless. Excuse me. If you heard that sneeze, I tried to mute it. Whew. Cold front brought in my allergies as well. You prepped for a winter storm, Bonnie? Talking to JJ about that earlier. Fun times breathing through one nostril. Yeah, exactly. It's funny. That's what Mage kept saying all day. She was like, I can kind of breathe through one nostril. We both got really bad allergies. At this point, I'm just hoping it shows up. I miss snow. Yeah, same. We're nice and prepped. I've already told everybody that if it snows, I'm dragging everyone outside to go play in the snow because it never snows here. Plenty of ice, plenty of sleet. It'd be nice to get some actual snow. There we go. It's pretty decent for a sketch card. I haven't added color yet. Major Bond, I'll craft an igloo out of whatever variety of frozen water we get. Yep, I'm building a snowman. I don't care. I don't care if I gotta make it out of ice. We're gonna build a snowman. Yeah, that's not bad. Not bad. Might not need to use the airbrush if I can do enough with markers and like colored pencil, but we'll see. We'll see. The hard part is when I have to do skin tones later, because we're going to build up to that. We're going to get the technique down, and then we have to really dial in skin tones, because skin tones are hard. And there's lots of skin tones in my X-Files cards. All right. We're at an hour and a half, so I'm going to do my tenor. My 1 hour tenor that we missed. But that's okay, because this guy is inked and grayscaled. I'll use ice from my freezer and pretend it came from the sky if I have to. Oh, yeah. Oh, thanks, Jack. Thank you. Yep. Thanks, Bon. I will enjoy my break. I'm going to have more coffee, or get more coffee. as I carve in this highlight. There we go, that works. I lost some of my texture here. I'm not super pleased with that. I am noticing too that, at least for my sketch card stock, it's a lot like watercolor paper in that once you put pencil on it and then erase, like it's really hard to get it back to being pure white. You can still erase, but it's got kind of like a grayish thing to it. I don't know if that's something I can fix, or if I'm gonna have to come back with maybe a white acrylic to fix it. Probably gonna have to fix it with white acrylic, but that's okay. I like working dark to light anyway. Cody Sheeby. Cody, raiding with a party of 64, right as I'm about to go on break. Well, now I can't go on break, brother. Welcome aboard, Raiders. How is it hanging? If you get pre-roll ads, I apologize. Cody, thank you for the raid. I appreciate it. Take my break. I'll welcome everybody aboard first. Bridget Connell, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. Port Goblin, thank you for the follow as well. Unsha, thank you, thank you. You guys are amazing. Welcome, welcome. How you doing, Cody? I caught a little bit of your stream earlier before I got on. Killing it as always. Scoundrel, thank you for the follow as well. You guys caught me on a rare day doing traditional work. We're prepping for a sketch card gig over here, as I was talking about earlier. I'm working on some X-Files cards later this year. So your boy is trying to get his process down. This is attempt 1. So we're doing aliens sketch cards to practice process. We got inks and pencils so far. About to take a break, get some coffee, and then decide how I'm going to throw color on this. I don't know if I should do colored pencil, markers, or airbrush. I might have to try all 3. Cody says, doing well, thanks. Always great to see you and your awesome art. Heading off Twitch, but continue having a great stream. Hey, man, appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. I understand the hustle. Go get some rest. Wind down, enjoy your night. We'll be here for at least another couple of hours, either doing color or possibly prepping these other cards for the same fate. Gotta love a good Xeno. You gotta. Guys, welcome to the stream. My name is Warlick. I'm an artist and designer. I stream Tuesdays and Thursdays doing traditional art or digital art. Sometimes client work, sometimes personal work. Chill vibes all around. Pull up a chair and welcome to the Midnight Art Club. I'm gonna take a fiver to get some coffee. It's another thing we like to do here is every hour and a half or so, we like to take a break, stretch my legs, all that fun stuff. So I hope you will stick around and we'll be right back. Oh, hey, and one last thing before I go. Join the Patreon. There's a free tier. Link in the doobly-doo. You'll get updates, stream stuff, giveaways, all kinds of fun things. So, all right, now we're gonna break for sure, for real. BRB. All right, folks, we are back. And I think I might actually try watercolor for this guy, because I don't think markers are the way to go. I'm trying to get away from using alcohol markers. They're not archival. They're not subtle. So I think it's down to colored pencils, watercolor, and or airbrush. So that's the plan. Let's do it. Bridget Connell says, did you say Copics aren't archival? I did, because that is something that a lot of people don't realize. No alcohol dyes are archival. None of them. That is definitely a thing. Here, I'm going to put my face cam over here for a second. Let's see. What's up, everybody? Yes, so alcohol markers are not archival. Alcohol markers were actually developed for the graphic design and advertising industry as a way to do very quick mock-ups, you know, color pieces, things like that, to be used in advertising and to be disposable. You look at people's work like Sid Mead, who's worked on films like Tron and Aliens. His work is all. Actually, I think his work is a mix of markers for quick things and acrylics for bigger pieces and pieces that he wanted to last. But yes, Copics. What's the other brand? Prismacolors. None of them are archival, and they will fade. Some colors worse than others. So, yep. Mercutio says, but maybe they age well. Like alcohol markers may look better with time, even if not archival. They'll look different. I'm going to give a shout out to an artist who's not on Twitch, but is on Twitter, Instagram, named Megan Hetrick. She's a comic book artist who does full color work with Copics acrylic and oil, and she has a great breakdown of how alcohol markers fade over time. So if you find her blog, you can find that. So yeah, don't do stuff with alcohol markers, kids. Use watercolor or acrylic, because they're archival and markers are not. Clip it. So that is why I have my watercolor sets. And also somewhere I have colored pencils. Should be out, but I don't see them. Insert the more you know gif right here. Yeah, that's the one thing about being an older creative is a lot of useful information at this point. So. All right, now I have to find my colored pencils because I don't know where they are. Okay, there they are. Beauty. So how many of you in the chat are fellow artists? And if you are a fellow artist, what are you working on? Feel free to, I think you can drop your channel link if you want to. I think I have it set to allow, I'm not sure. Maybe Major Bond can check me out and let me know. I really wish I would have prepped my airbrush for this stream now, because I kind of want to play around with it more than the watercolors. Oh, it would take me forever to get that going though. So that is definitely something I need to prep beforehand. I think we're just gonna jump in and do some watercolor. At least try to. Bridget was an awesome artist. She was doing something Baldergate related. I learned it at Cody's channel. Awesome. I will give you a follow. You do some work, but haven't on Twitch. Right on. Well, you guys should do your work on Twitch, or YouTube, whatever. Hey, we're live on YouTube right now as well. That's a thing. Multi-streaming everywhere the internet is. Guys, I'm so unprepared for traditional work. It's hilarious. I cleaned up my desk several weeks ago and have not sat down at it. I've been doing digital work and I feel so very discombobulated. I also need water for the watercolors. I need dirty water and clean water. I got the wireless mic, so you guys get the pleasure of listening to me fill up cups in the bathroom. I think you guys missed my headphone rant earlier about why I can't wear headphones on stream either. Got what they call sensory issues. All right, got our waters, got our watercolors, got our coffee. I just need my cardigan because it's a little chilly. I also discovered today that I can have a mobile stream deck, and it's changing the way I want to interact with things. See if this works. see if I can change scenes this way. That's another thing we do on stream a lot, you guys, is we mess with the tech a lot. Because it's fun. Why is... Man, they got... Oh, I hate it when things are locked behind paywalls. Not fucking cool. All right, let's try that. Anybody else use the mobile Stream Deck stuff? Let's see. Oh, guess it helps if I turn that source off. There you go. It also helps if I turn that source off. That's actually the one I wanted. All right. Here we go. Actually, let's do... Okay, let's do it that way. Fuck it, we'll do it live. All right, let's pick a color scheme for this guy real quick. I think I want the background to be kind of green, and I want him to be kind of purple. So that tracks. That actually tracks really well. Okay. Oh boy, we're just gonna dive in, you guys. This is yep. This is a thing. Dairy Foundling, welcome aboard. Thank you for the follow.
Uh-oh. Kiddo's having trouble with his VR. It's never good. His base station's quit working. And I lost my glasses. Alright. So, I'm going to do a warm foreground and a cool background. I'm going to work light to dark. Simple color theory. Simple, like, you know, how can I put it? I'm gonna do like maybe a 3-color mix, maybe less. But we're gonna build dark to light. So starting with shadows. Mistake 1, not too much water in my watercolor. Yeah, I need to have stronger mix. Not used to being quite this subtle. Let's see how this does. There we go. I think the trick is like to use watercolor, but to get it to behave more like a alcohol marker. Because like, it's one of their draws, right? They're so easy to use. They're so convenient. Monkey Pit, raiding with a party of 8. What's up, Monkey Pit? Welcome to the show. Diatom Kitten, thank you for the follow. Killer name. How was your stream, Monkey Pit? Angstchild 666. Thank you for the follow. You too, Monkey. I'm gonna drop it and say, hey, nice alien work. I need to get rolling. Late for me. Hey, totally understand. Thank you for entrusting your community to my fateful hands.
we will be chilling. Yep. Thanks, man. Have a good night. Thank you again for the raid. So what's everybody working on tonight? Anything fun? New raiders? Monkey Pit was working on some gouache tentacle thingy. Awesome. It's a traditional night all around, it seems. I tend to work digitally, but you guys caught me prepping for some traditional work. We'll practice xenomorphs to get the blood flowing, you know? Hey, that Jack. Welcome back. You missed not one but two raids. We got the crew hanging out now. I'm actually not used to having this many people hanging out. I feel obligated to entertain y'all, but I'm having to focus. Your boy is rusty at the traditional work. If you're a Geiger fan, you got to check out the Geiger Bar in Greiger, Switzerland. Oh yeah, I've seen that. I mean, I've never sat at it, but I know what you're talking about. Here for the traditional art. Chatting is a bonus. Awesome. Well, stick around. We usually widen down with a little chat. I usually bitch about current events. Or, you know, UFOs. That's probably the one I do most. Oh, I guess that's another thing I can tell you guys. I am definitely into the UFO lore. I don't need to believe in aliens because I've seen them. I know a lot about actual UFO lore. I tend to rant about it and, you know, the intersection of it and geopolitics and energy and consciousness and all that fun stuff. UFOs. Oh, big UAP fan also. Yep. Yeah, something out there, baby. For sure. Yeah, I grew up in the country and saw some weird shit out there. Saw some weird shit in the city once too, in Plano, if you're familiar with the Dallas area. I'm from Dallas, if you can't tell by my
thick southern drawl. You following, let me see, hold on, who is that? Angst Child, you following the stuff going on in like New Jersey with the drones? I'm kind of still thinking about that, even though it's not as prevalent in the news anymore. Yeah, of course. Have you listened to the telepathy tapes? It intersects with the consciousness stuff. I have, and I have an unpopular opinion about the telepathy tapes. I think they're bunk, but that's just my personal opinion. I'm skeptical of, I mean, I'm pretty skeptical of everything, honestly. I have a soft spot for the UFO stuff because I've had an experience. But yeah, my friends are all talking about the telepathy tapes right now, and I looked into it, watched it, read up on it. It's a pretty common kind of grift that goes around every 30-40 years. You think you have a southern drawl? I met someone from Valdosta, Georgia recently. Believe me, you're fine. Yeah, I try to hide it, honestly. If I get a beer or two in me, it comes out really bad. Yeah, drones aren't just in New Jersey, all across the East Coast. Yep, they're not just all across the East Coast either. They saw them at all over the world, honestly. But also, they seem to be pretty prevalent anywhere we have nuclear weapons, which is another reason I'm super interested in UFO lore, because they seem super interested in our nukes, and that should be concerning for the general public, I would think. Yeah, I got big opinions on UFO stuff. Which probably explains my love for sci-fi monsters. You know what I'm saying? All right, there's our purple layer. Let's see. Get you guys a little detail shot on that before it dries. So that's the shadows for the foreground, and now we're going to do blue shadows for the background, because we're going to push the background towards green. So we're going to do blue shadows with like a yellow highlight in the background. Nuclear weapons have already been expunged. The one was lost. Not gone, just not whether they were moved. I don't know exactly what that's supposed to mean, sauerkraut, but I think that lines up with my idea that I don't think we'd ever be able to have a nuclear war, because I don't think they would let us. They have a habit of turning off our nuclear weapons, which is always interesting. Hey, Storano, thank you for the follow. Sweet and Sauerkraut, also thank you for the follow. Ah, yes, exactly that. Yeah, I have that conversation. It's fun to have that conversation with people sometimes about not being afraid of nuclear war because you think extraterrestrial intelligences will intervene. I'm like, I'm not as crazy as I sound, I promise. But yeah, if you look up like Rendlesham and some of the other incidences at nuclear bases, it's pretty crazy what they've done and can do to our weapons. I'll put it this way, if they ever wanted to invade, we're absolutely fucked. Because our weapons are useless, like even our nukes are useless. It was documented UFOs and nukes. Yep. Yeah, if you guys want to look up something crazy, like there's a sighting, you know, in the lore about Rendlesham Forest in the UK, where there was a sighting at a military base over a couple of nights, where they turned our nukes off and on. It's really interesting too because they have
it's pretty well documented, because when they sent out the crew to investigate, they had two-way radios and were talking to the tower, basically talking back to the military base, and it's all recorded, so you can hear the actual recordings. And commercial break. What a coinky dink. Yep. Are we back yet? Oh, such amazing timing. You're not wrong. I mean, what better time for a commercial break? All right, and we're back. See, the powers that be are like, dude, focus, keep on track. We're trying to make you money. Quit talking about UFOs. Just enjoy your ad revenue. So funny. It's because there's so many of you here too. You know, I usually got like 4 people in here with me, so they don't care. But no, I'm just playing. But see how easy it is to like go down the rabbit hole if you're not careful. Cue the X-Files theme song. Hey, let's bring it all back around, guys. Guess who's working on an X-Files sketch card project this year? Is my first gig of the year. Fucking bonkers. Maybe this will be the year we get disclosure. That would be fun. Honestly, it's rare to find somebody in the wild who follows the UFO UA topic. It's a hard subject to talk about. It is a hard subject to talk about. It's hard to, and like, it's made even harder because it is a community rife with other conspiracy theorists, and like, I'm not in it for the other conspiracies. I don't think everything is a conspiracy. You know, I don't think there's a deep state that's out to get us. I don't think that, like, you know, COVID is fake. None of that. But like, UFOs need to be taken seriously. So yeah. So hopefully you're crazy like I'm crazy, and not crazy like other people are crazy. Because that would be dope. We can chit chat about it. You already did. Minimize Mexico models clearly, but disclosure. Tried to weed stuff out because I feel like I'm a skeptic at heart. Oh, totally, absolutely. Same. I think you should be skeptical. It's good. It's good to be skeptical, but it's not good to dismiss everything outright. And honestly, you know, I understand how easy it can be to get wrapped up in other conspiracies because of one, but it does make me more open to listening to other people's experiences, even if they're not UFO experiences. Because I'm sure you know this, but like, you know, a lot of UFO experiences mimic religious experiences. And I don't think that's by accident. So, you know, that's an interesting topic to talk about sometimes. Are you familiar with the lore of the miracle at Fatima, or Fatima, however you want to say it? Like, that's a great example of like a very mystical / UFO experience, where, you know, hundreds of people, thousands of people, all had this weird mass hallucination, they say, But yeah. Definitely a fun topic. Even with the telepathy tapes, I want to see the proof in peer-reviewed science, but it is promising. See, that's where you're wrong. I'm gonna call them out there because they don't have peer-reviewed science. The stuff they present in the documentary is not peer-reviewed, and that is because when they try to do peer review studies on their claims, they fail. I can't remember the name of the article right now, but there's a great article by I believe they're a Canadian university. I think they're called McGill. I think it's McGill, like MCGILL. If you Google like McGill telepathy tapes, it'll probably come up. But they basically talk about how in a controlled environment, their success rate is like 50%, which is, you know, indistinguishable from chance. And so that really makes me skeptical. Because I also want to see the peer-reviewed stuff. Bold claims require bold evidence, you know. Oh, you've seen the McGill stuff. Cool. That's good. Yep. No, I agree. There is a weird overlap with consciousness and psychedelics and all those topics. You're definitely my kind of UFO lorist. But yeah, I looked into the telepathy tapes pretty early on because my fiance brought it up, and anytime she brings up something to me, I want to be as well versed on the topic as I can be, because I'm the fact checker of this relationship. But yeah, UFOs all day though, man. Some weird shit going on in the sky. I've even done some autobiographical, like comic stuff about my experiences. You can look on my socials and find them somewhere. All right, and there's our blue background for now. Now I gotta let this thing dry. And like really dry. Might even want to put some weight on it while it dries. Okay. I am going to take a little quick break and top off my coffee while that dries, because I've drinking that whole cup already. Be right back. All right, so I got to ask you, Angsty, what did you think of the McGill stuff? Does it influence at all what you think about it? Because it did for me, for sure. Especially when I saw the control studies that were all 50-50, like flipping a coin, like that really kind of solidified it for me. All right, time to try to make this yellow, I think. Or hear me out, or yeah, we're gonna do the purple. Yeah, yep. Difficult thing to set up peer review for. I know the tapes. It's trying to fund further peer-reviewed studies in conjunction with Diane Powell, so it's still early, but having listened to the entire podcast, I think there's something there. We'll just have to wait and see. Yeah, I'm not discounting it completely. I think some of her more wild claims are a little too woo for me, if you know what I'm saying. But I do believe in intuition, and I do think that there is plenty of stuff that we can't explain at the moment, so yeah, possibly. I don't think they're Starchild geniuses that meet on the astral plane, but that's just me. Talking about Kai Dickens, who does the podcast. Diane Powell is the scientist. Yeah. No, and I know that it's kind of like her story of how she's, trying to, basically trying to do it right and prove it with science. But yeah, I also know that she has had her license revoked as well. So I don't know what that's all about exactly. Yeah. I'm just skeptical. Just a big old skeptic, brother. Sister. Sibling. When I say brother, I mean the royal brother. Too much like Lebowski. Yeah, her license revoked and reinstated. You say the word telepathy, and the science community doesn't like that much. That is fair. That is fair. As someone who talks about UFOs a lot, I get that. a lot of times people are very quick to just try to make you quiet because they think you're crazy. So I do understand that part of it. Just too bad. See, I feel like maybe this background would have been a good opportunity to use the airbrush. I feel like I could probably get a lot more bang for my buck in terms of the time spent. So. Mental note, I need to remember that I bought myself a new watercolor set not too long ago, and it has many more colors than this set does. And I need to be practicing with it as well. Rope. Shit. All right, I made some weird blue color. Let's see if it works. I'm also having to teach myself how to remix watercolor paint because I am definitely in more of like an acrylic kind of mood, kind of vibe lately. Oh, it's like strangely opaque. I see. I see what we're doing here. I get you. All right. Go back to my... Yeah, I need to go back to this blue. Put the glasses on. Tisk tisk. Try to save the teeth for last. Since they should be the lightest part of this drum. Was just checking out your website and your portfolio. Nice work. Ah, thanks, man. I appreciate that. Yep. Whatever social media you guys are on, feel free to follow me. I am at the Art of Warlick everywhere, or I'm sorry, at Art of Warlick everywhere. Same as my channel name. On Instagram and Facebook and Twitch and YouTube and Blue Sky and Kara and whatever else is happening at the moment. Although I don't think I'm going to be on Facebook much longer after today's news. I'm not really down with the fascism. That might be controversial to say, though it shouldn't be.
A good old anti-fascist. I like Eat the Rich t-shirt. See, there you go. If you like that shirt, then we'll probably get along just fine. Yeah, I've been dealing with the political shit for ever, you guys. Like, I protested the Iraq and Afghanistan wars, you know? Like, out in the real world, marching and shit. And it seems to have just gotten worse and worse as we go. It's disheartening sometimes. But it's also why I make art. So, you know. 601 half dozen of another. Well, the purple and blue was the right call. I really like how that came out. I think I'm going to let this dry and then do some colored pencils over the background to try to soften it up and make it look out of focus. I think that's the move. Make it a little more yellow. Do some like opaque yellow on top of that. What do you think? You're gonna run and let some other people chat. Got your attention with UFO talk. I could probably talk about that for hours. Catch you later. Hey, I appreciate it. Come back next time. We'll wrap more. We'll talk Tic Tacs and big black deltas. Thanks again for hanging out and for the follow. All right, I think it might be dry enough to try to do some color pencils. About to find out. Probably gonna have to sharpen them though, that's for sure. So that's what I was gonna do, make it a little more yellow. So more yellow, more green. Let's see. Get the actual yellow. That's a good one. I want lime green or like puke green. Apple green? Apple green might work. That's a good one. And then we're gonna go with the lime. What do they call this? Oh, good old chartreuse. Chartreuse is where it's at. For sure. All right, now I just have to get them all sharp. So what are you night owls up to? Anyone else here work second shift like me? I've got a special sort of circadian rhythm. Hey, scoundrel. Cheers. Cheers to you as well. Enjoy the rest of your night, and I'll see you next time. Also, thank you. All right, I need a white chalk pencil too. Somewhere there is one. I think this is it. That's a watercolor pencil. I need chalk. That's better. All right, and then a chalky. All right. Let's see what we can see. Major Bond, I'll be up until 10 a.m. You're not alone. Awesome. Night Owls Unite. I think the key here is gonna, like, how do I, yeah, the issue is how do I make it, how do I do white, right? Like, say I've made something too dark and I need to cut some white into it. How do I do that? Because I'm not really sure there's even a way to do that. Like, I can cut solid white, you know, I can use acrylic. I got plenty of acrylic paint pens and whatnot. I don't know if I want to go that route. Like, so back here, right, in the background, I want that to be white, oh, glowy, for lack of a better term. Is this where I bring out the airbrush? Is that what this, that might be what this section is for. This might be where the airbrush comes into play. Okay. Sorry guys, you're getting me talking to myself a lot tonight. because, again, this is a process thing, not an actual thing. Right, airbrush content. The bad thing is if I tried to do airbrush content right now, it would be like an hour of me just trying to set the damn thing up. I don't know how exciting that would be. Let's see, can I erase it away? Is that a thing? I mean, kinda, a little bit. What I'll do is tomorrow, when I don't stream, I will set up the airbrush, and that way it'll be ready for the next one. Because I really do want to do some airbrush work, like for sure. I could do it in color pencil if I can get the texture of the paper to agree with me. If that makes sense. Ooh, that might be it. Okay, so if you erase, it rebuffs the paper. That's a way to do it. See, it rebuffs the paper, and then you can. Yeah. It basically unburnishes the paper, which is perfect. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, it's so silky. Yeah. See? That's what I'm talking about. You got to be able to cut white back into parts of it. You've been meaning to get an electric eraser? Well, stop and like fucking get one yesterday. They are the shit. They are so good. It's so good for so many things. Also, so are these Blackwing erasers. These erasers are pretty great too. It's all about the textures, you know what I'm saying? Let's see, can I do the same thing with yellow? Oh, I can. All right, let's get some green in here now. I mean, that's pretty soft. I wanted a soft background. And I can still cut white highlights into it with markers. Basically trying to whittle down like the order of operations, because I feel like the airbrush could, like, since I don't need it for this part, you know, it could probably come in handy if I need different kinds of effects or other saves, you know, like it might be another way to debuff the paper too, honestly, because if I use acrylic, it'll put down a coat of acrylic which you can then draw on top of. Shiznite! Oh my god, Shiznite, welcome, welcome. You guys, Shiznite is a rare in real life friend who does the variety gaming content here on Twitch. He's pretty funny, go check him out. How you doing, brother? Are you streaming? Or are you chilling? I'm doing, you know. Hope you're doing well. I am doing well, thank you. As well as can be. I'm alive and I'm making art. It's a win no matter what. I'm chilling, did some earlier, wanted to pop you open and get that resub. Miss you guys. Right on, man. We miss you too. We keep talking about trying to have a get together, but life is crazy. So little time. But we check in on you, bro. I'm always looking at your streams. Even if I'm lurking. Yeah, it's hard right now. Yeah, it is. Psh. It is hard right now. Ooh, take that down to the... Yeah, you guys, that electric eraser debuff is a game changer. For real. I seen you. Well, I seen you too, brother. All right, all right. I see, I see, I see. Ooh, that looks good. That looks good. All right. Oh, let's start shaking this up. These are also killer. Where's the camera? Here we go. These are killer too. These Poscas. You gotta get the fine tip though, not the bullet tip. Fine tip. Hopefully, it's not completely dried out. Oh wait, I have more, even if it is, so that's okay. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Ugh, I love cutting white back into drawings. It's so dope.
Let's see. I'll get y'all right up in this action. I feel like I probably could have gone even darker on some of these shadows, you know what I mean? Now that I'm putting the white into it, I feel like, yeah. All right, so that's good to know. So basically more dynamic range. The darks can be darker and the lights probably need to stay a little lighter until the very end. Well, damn, y'all, I'm not mad about that at all. I think that's a pretty successful first try. Am I being overly optimistic? Probably could have went a little easier on the highlights. But I can always paint back over them if need be.
I'll put a little bit of the purple, a little bit more purple in some of these shadows real quick. Just to tone it down just a touch. Like so. Hey, thanks, Mac. Maquito? Mac? I'll call you Mac. I don't know if Maquito is correct. I also wonder if I could put a layer of fixative over this and then basically have a second chance at doing edits with a colored pencil on top of that. That might be a good way to have it grab the paper. Put just a little bit of tack on it, you know? Just a little bit of tack. You nailed it. It's Maquito. But Mac is also okay. Yeah, well, Maquito is pretty fun to say, so I dig it. Maquito. All right, let's not noodle it too much. I don't want to ruin it. All right, so I gotta be careful on the white highlights. Other than that, I think we're good. I wish I had an even smaller white marker, but I don't. So I feel like if I want highlights right, like the smallest I can get is that, which isn't bad. Oh, if I go a little faster. All right, last thing I'm gonna try real quick. Just trying to focus on the teeth real quick. Okay. Not bad for 3 hours, you guys. I mean, I had the underdrawing already finished, but you know, for renders, I mean, that's inks and renders. Not bad. I dig it. I dig it. I'm here for it. Now, I need to let that dry and stare at it for a bit. I think... Oh, don't drop your glasses. Oh, if you guys could have seen that behind the back no-look catch. Yeah. Take my word for it. It happened. All right. Well, let's see what we got here. Oh, what is up, buttercups? Yes, I have my cardigan on. This is my dude outfit, as Mage calls it.
come over here and look at this on the screen. See what you guys see real quick. Yeah, that's pretty dope. It could be, I don't know. I'm just gonna call it, I'm just gonna say it looks good. I'll critique it in the morning. Well, chatters, I think I might call it a day. I really appreciate y'all hanging out with me. It has been a fun one and a busy one at that. Let's go find someone fun to raid. What do you say? Oh, hey, Eyeball Soup's on. What are you working on, Eyeball Soup? Oh, Charles Lister's on too. I'm gonna go dump you guys off at Charles Lister. He's got to be making something creepy. He always is. Absolutely, Bonnie. I will be back on Thursday, hopefully with Photoshop and airbrush to work with. See, I'm getting tired. I can barely find the right words. Yeah, thank you too, Maquito. Thanks for hanging out. Shiz, appreciate you. Everybody else, thank you for coming in the raid. Thank you for the follows. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for being cool. Thank you for being chill. Oh man, it's been a minute since I saw Charles. He's got a new setup, new to me setup. He's looking good. Better camera. Got some lights in the BG. Let's go. Love it. Is that gonna work? That's not gonna work, is it? That worked. All right. All right, guys. Well, again, thank you. Come back Thursday. We'll do more. I might throw some airbrush on this if I can get it working. We'll draw more aliens. We'll practice more traditional art. Throw all the love at Mr. Lister. And I'll see you next time. Deuces. Let's go!